Heavenly Father, I rise today with reverence in my soul and gratitude flowing from my spirit. Thank you for allowing me to see the dawn, for the quiet miracle of life stirring within me, and for the opportunity to begin again. This morning is not ordinary, it is a sacred gift, wrapped in mercy and sustained by grace. I acknowledge that my awakening is not accidental, nor is it earned by my own strength. It is your kindness that carried me through the night and placed me gently into a new day. Before distractions compete for my attention, before responsibilities demand my energy, I intentionally turn my focus toward you. I recognize you as the author of my existence, the foundation beneath my feet, and the steady source of my hope. Every breath I inhale testifies to your faithfulness. Every moment I am granted reflects your patience and love. Lord, I lay down every agenda formed in my own understanding. I release expectations shaped by fear, pressure, or pride. I surrender ambitions that are not aligned with your truth. I yield my thoughts, emotions, plans, and conversations into your capable hands. Shape this day according to your wisdom, not my impulse. Take authority over my hours, my reactions, and my decisions. Lead me beyond routine into purpose. May this morning mark a renewed posture of dependence, humility, and trust. I invite you to govern this day completely, to reign over every detail, and to be glorified through my life. I begin this journey with you, through Christ, with confidence and peace. Father, as this day unfolds, I ask that my heart be aligned with your divine intention. Clear away every inner conflict that clouds my discernment. Remove distractions that subtly pull me away from what truly matters. Silence voices that create confusion, comparison, or doubt. Anchor my identity in your truth, not in temporary achievements or fleeting approval. I do not want to move aimlessly or invest my energy in pursuits that produce emptiness. Guard me from wasting time on things that do not advance your calling for my life. Teach me to recognize what deserves my attention and what requires my refusal. Grant me spiritual sensitivity to discern the difference between urgency and importance. You declared in your word that my days were known before I ever took my first breath. That assurance gives me confidence that nothing about my life is random. Lead me along the path you carefully designed, even when it stretches beyond my comfort. Help me trust your direction when it challenges my understanding. Order each step I take. Influence every decision I make. When choices appear unclear, illuminate the way forward. When obedience feels costly, strengthen my resolve. Let my actions reflect submission rather than resistance. Replace confusion with clarity, restlessness with assurance, and fear with courage. Today I choose alignment over convenience. I choose obedience over impulse. I choose faith over uncertainty. Shape my desires so they mirror yours, and let my life unfold according to your perfect will. Lord, I seek wisdom that surpasses human reasoning and worldly opinion. Grant insight that originates from heaven and clarity that is rooted in truth. As I engage in my responsibilities today, whether professional, academic, creative, or personal, guide my thoughts with precision and purpose. Teach me how to apply knowledge effectively and respond thoughtfully in every situation. Let understanding govern my actions. Sharpen my perception so I recognize opportunities, avoid unnecessary mistakes, and navigate challenges with grace. Strengthen my ability to plan wisely, execute faithfully, and evaluate honestly. May discernment accompany me in conversations, commitments, and choices. I desire excellence, not for recognition, but as an expression of honor toward you. Whatever task lies before me, whether visible or unseen, large or small, help me perform it with integrity and diligence. Transform routine labor into meaningful service. Let effort become worship and productivity reflect devotion. When fatigue threatens my focus, renew my strength. When discouragement attempts to slow my progress, restore my motivation. Teach me discipline where inconsistency has hindered growth. Establish order where disorder once prevailed. Grant patience during learning seasons and confidence during moments of execution. May wisdom influence not only what I do but how I do it. Guide my decisions so they produce lasting fruit rather than temporary results. Today I commit my calling, my work, and my choices to you, trusting that your guidance will lead me forward. Faithful provider, I acknowledge you as the source of every good gift entrusted to my care. Nothing I possess exists apart from your generosity. I place my finances, resources, skills, and opportunities before you, recognizing that stewardship requires humility and responsibility. Teach me to handle what you supply with wisdom, gratitude, and restraint. Deliver me from fear-driven decisions and scarcity-focused thinking. Remove the impulse to waste, hoard, or misuse what you have provided. Cultivate discernment in how I earn, clarity in how I allocate, and discipline in how I preserve. Help me distinguish between needs and excess, between impulse and intention. Guide me toward honest labor and ethical gain. Let integrity govern my financial dealings. Teach me to save with foresight, spend with purpose, and give with joy. May generosity flow freely through my life, not as obligation, but as an act of trust and obedience. I ask for provision that sustains peace rather than fuels pride. Let increase come with responsibility and abundance with compassion. Position me to be a blessing, to support others, and to advance meaningful work. May what flows into my hands ultimately serve a greater purpose beyond myself. I trust you to meet every legitimate need according to your wisdom. I release anxiety about lack and rest in your faithfulness. As I steward what you supply, let provision multiply with intention, balance, and impact. Lord, as I step into the activities of this day, I ask that you go ahead of me. Prepare paths I cannot see and guard me from dangers I cannot anticipate. Cover my journey, my interactions, and my environment with divine protection. Shield my body, preserve my mind, and steady my emotions. Guard my thoughts from anxiety and my heart from discouragement. Prevent negative influences from gaining access to my spirit. Surround me with peace that anchors me during uncertainty and confidence that steadies me under pressure. Preserve my well-being in every setting I encounter. Let your favor rest upon my efforts. Open doors that align with your purpose and close those that would lead me astray. Establish meaningful connections that encourage growth, learning, and collaboration. Remove unnecessary delays and dissolve obstacles that hinder progress. Position me in the right places at the right times. Grant acceptance where resistance once stood. Let opportunities unfold naturally, guided by your hand rather than forced by my striving. May kindness, respect, and grace accompany me in conversations and decisions. I trust you as my defender and advocate. I move forward today covered, protected, and favored, confident that your presence surrounds me wherever I go. Father, I release every concern that attempts to burden my heart. I refuse to carry anxieties that were never meant to rest upon my shoulders. Teach me to recognize when to act and when to trust. When uncertainty arises, remind me of your nearness and unwavering support. Let peace settle deeply within me, guarding my thoughts and emotions throughout the day. When circumstances progress slowly, develop patience within my spirit. When momentum accelerates, grant clarity and self-control. Keep me grounded regardless of external conditions. Help me respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Establish calm where tension seeks control. Replace restlessness with assurance and doubt with confidence. Anchor my trust in your character, not in unpredictable outcomes. I choose faith over worry. I choose confidence over fear. I choose rest over striving. I believe that you are actively involved in every detail of my life, working beyond what I can perceive. Today, I rest in the certainty that I am not alone, not abandoned, and not overlooked. I trust you completely and walk forward with a settled heart. Lord, let my life reflect your goodness throughout this day. Shape my words so they uplift, my actions so they inspire, and my attitude so it encourages peace. Wherever I go, may my presence carry compassion, patience, and understanding. Use me as an instrument of kindness. Allow me to notice opportunities to support, uplift, and strengthen others, even through small gestures. Let my conduct reflect humility and sincerity, drawing attention not to myself but to your grace. May integrity guide my interactions. Let love influence my responses. Teach me to listen attentively, speak thoughtfully, and act responsibly. Through my behavior, may others experience hope and reassurance. Position me to make a meaningful difference, whether publicly or privately. Let my life communicate faith without performance and truth without force. May light flow naturally through me, illuminating moments that would otherwise remain dark. Today I speak truth over my life. I walk with intention. I operate with clarity. I move forward with confidence. I live guided by wisdom, sustained by peace, and strengthened by faith. This day holds purpose. My steps are directed. My efforts produce meaningful results. I am equipped for every responsibility ahead. My heart remains steady, my mind focused, and my spirit anchored. I declare growth, progress, and balance. I declare discernment in decisions and grace in interactions. I declare resilience under pressure and calm amid uncertainty. This day unfolds under divine guidance. I walk forward assured, prepared, and confident. Father, I seal these words with faith, trusting that you have heard every request. I believe you are already at work, shaping outcomes beyond my understanding. Thank you for guidance already given and provision already prepared. I choose to walk forward with expectation rather than doubt. I rest in the confidence that your presence remains constant throughout this day. I enter this day with assurance, not because of personal strength but because of your faithfulness. I depend on you fully and move forward confidently. In Jesus' mighty name.